Picture this. You walk into a small coffee shop in the United States, and the TV is showing a World Cup game. People are watching, smiling, and reacting together. You hear words like goal, foul, pass, and penalty. You want to join the conversation, but you are not sure what to say. Today, let's make that moment easy for you. The FIFA World Cup is more than a soccer tournament. It is a time when people from many countries watch one game together. In the USA, many people call the game soccer. In many other countries, people call it football. Both words are useful. If you are in the United States, you can say soccer. If you are speaking with people from other countries, you may hear football. So you can say, I like watching soccer, or I like watching football. Both are okay. Now, listen carefully. Repeat after me. Are you watching the World Cup? Good. Say it slowly. Are you watching the World Cup? This is a very natural question. You can ask this at work, at school, at a party, or with friends. It is simple and friendly. You do not need to know everything about soccer to start a conversation. Let's continue. Another useful question is, who is playing today? Repeat after me. Who is playing today? This means you want to know the two teams in the game. You can also ask, what time does the game start? Repeat after me. What time does the game start? This is very useful in everyday conversation. You can use it before any sports game, not only the World Cup. Now, let's learn how to talk about your favorite team. You can say, I am rooting for Brazil, or I am rooting for the USA. The phrase rooting for means you support a team. Repeat after me. I am rooting for the USA. Good. Now say, who are you rooting for? This is a friendly question. It can make the conversation longer. Someone may answer, I am rooting for Argentina, or I am rooting for France. Take your time. Let's practice a short conversation. You can say, are you watching the game today? Then someone says, yes, I am. You say, who are you rooting for? They say, I am rooting for Mexico. Then you say, nice. I hope it is a good game. This is simple, polite, and natural. Now let's learn some words you may hear during a World Cup match. The word goal means the ball goes into the net. You can say, what a goal. Repeat after me. What a goal. This is a very common reaction. You can also say, that was a great goal. Repeat after me. That was a great goal. Use this when a player scores in a beautiful way. The word pass means one player sends the ball to another player. You can say, that was a good pass. Repeat after me. That was a good pass. The word save is also important. A save happens when the goalkeeper stops the ball. The goalkeeper is the player who protects the goal. You can say, what a save. Repeat after me. What a save. Let's continue with simple game words. If the score is 1-1, you can say, the game is tied. Repeat after me. The game is tied. If no team has scored, you can say, the score is 0-0. In American English, people often say 0-0. In soccer, you may also hear 0-0. But for simple English in the USA, 0-0 is easy and clear. Now, listen carefully. If your team is winning, you can say, we are winning. Repeat after me. We are winning. If your team is losing, you can say, we are losing. Repeat after me. We are losing. If the game is very close, you can say, this is a close game. Repeat after me. This is a close game. This sentence is useful and natural. Sometimes the referee stops the game. The referee is the person who controls the rules. You can say, "Was that a foul?" Repeat after me. Was that a foul? A foul means a player breaks a rule. You can also say, "That looked like a foul." This is a little softer. It means you are not completely sure. Repeat after me. That looked like a foul. Now let's talk about feelings during the World Cup. Sports can feel exciting. You can say, "This game is exciting." Repeat after me. This game is exciting. You can also say, "I am nervous." Repeat after me. I am nervous. This means you care about the result. If your team almost scores, you can say, "That was close." Repeat after me. That was close. Let's practice another natural conversation. You say, "This game is exciting." Your friend says, "Yes, it is very close." You say, "Who do you think will win?" Your friend says, "I think Spain will win." Then you say, "Maybe. They're playing well." This is a simple conversation, but it sounds natural. Now repeat this sentence. They are playing well. Good. This means the team is doing a good job. You can also say, "They are playing fast." Repeat after me. They are playing fast. Or, "They are defending well." Repeat after me. They are defending well. Defending means protecting your goal and stopping the other team. Let's continue. During the World Cup, people often talk about players. You can say, "He is a great player." Repeat after me. He is a great player. You can say, "She is very talented." Repeat after me. She is very talented. You can also say, "The goalkeeper is amazing." Repeat after me. The goalkeeper is amazing. Now let's learn how to ask for information politely. You can say, "I am still learning about soccer." Repeat after me. I am still learning about soccer. This is a helpful sentence. It tells people you are interested, but you are still learning. Then you can ask, "Can you explain that rule?" Repeat after me. Can you explain that rule? This is polite and useful. In the USA, many people enjoy watching games with friends, family, or coworkers. They may watch at home, in a restaurant, or in a sports bar. If someone invites you to watch a game, you can say, "Sure, that sounds fun." Repeat after me. "Sure, that sounds fun." If you cannot go, you can say, "Thanks for inviting me, but I cannot make it." Repeat after me. "Thanks for inviting me, but I cannot make it." Now let's practice talking about the match after it ends. You can say, "That was a great game." Repeat after me. That was a great game. You can say, "The second half was better." Repeat after me. The second half was better. A soccer game has two halves. The first half comes before the break. The second half comes after the break. You may also hear the words extra time. Extra time happens when a match needs more time after the regular game. You can say, "Is the game going to extra time?" Repeat after me. Is the game going to extra time? You may also hear penalty kicks. Penalty kicks can happen when a winner is needed. You can say, "Penalty kicks are stressful." Repeat after me. Penalty kicks are stressful. That is a very natural sentence because many fans feel nervous during penalty kicks. Let's slow down and practice a few strong reactions. Repeat after me. What a goal! Good. That was close. Good. What a save. Good. This is exciting. Good. I can't believe it. Very nice. These short sentences are easy to remember.
They help you sound more natural when watching the World Cup. Now let's make a longer speaking practice. Repeat slowly after me. I enjoy watching the World Cup because it brings people together. Take your time. Again, I enjoy watching the World Cup because it brings people together. Good. Now repeat this. Even if I do not know every rule, I can still enjoy the game. Excellent. This is a great sentence for English practice. Let's continue with friendly small talk. You can say, "Did you watch the game last night?" Repeat after me. "Did you watch the game last night?" Someone may say, "Yes, it was amazing." Then you can ask, "What was your favorite moment?" Repeat after me. What was your favorite moment? This question is very good because it invites the other person to talk more.
Now, let's practice a full, natural response. Yes, I watched the game. It was exciting. My favorite moment was the last goal. Repeat it slowly. Yes, I watched the game. It was exciting. My favorite moment was the last goal. Good. You can use this answer in real conversation. The World Cup is also a good topic for learning pronunciation. Say this slowly. World Cup. Try again. World Cup. Keep the sound clear. Now say soccer game. Good. Favorite team. Good. Great goal. Good. Close match. Good. These small phrases can help your mouth get comfortable with English sounds. Now listen carefully. You do not need perfect English to talk about the World Cup. You only need a few simple sentences. Ask a question, share your feeling, react to the game, smile, listen, then speak again. That is how real conversation grows. Let's do one final practice together. Repeat after me. Are you watching the World Cup? Who is playing today? I am rooting for the USA. This game is exciting. That was a great goal. Who do you think will win? I am still learning about soccer. Can you explain that rule? Excellent. These sentences are simple, useful, and natural. Before we finish, remember this. The FIFA. Thank you for practicing with me today. Keep listening, keep repeating, and keep speaking with confidence. You are improving step by step. See you in the next lesson with English Teaching Friends.